The final week of trivia.
I am
3
all
questions.
in.
3 questions. You're at 6 points.
So let's
Each question I'm going to make worth.
Do we want to say what are if I lose, what are you picking? Because
I'll give that a surprise.
is it really a surprise? Because I feel like I know what it is.
You don't.
It's not Gotham.
No.
Okay. He might be kind of tickling my nipples here. He kind of getting me excited.
3 questions. You're gonna get more than enough points for this, really. But I'm gonna make one question only worth 3 because I feel like it's easy.
Okay.
The other 2 are gonna be worth 5, but they're a little difficult.
Watch the easy one. I can't do.
Question number 1, the 3-pointer. Okay. Ready?
Don't tell me it's easy, and I'm like, crap. I don't know this one.
Well,
that's what I'm nervous about.
Name every character in the opening team of the Suicide Squad.
The opening team?
Yes, the team at the very beginning.
The A team or the B team?
A team.
That is not easy. That is not easy.
Easy.
Because you talking about the main team?
The team that
we
all died
throughout the whole movie.
No, the team that all died.
Dude, no, you can't.
That's not a lot of people.
Okay, let me think here. Okay.
And I'll check.
I know some of them,
and I can check them off as we go.
See, there's 1 or 2 I can't. There's 2 I can't remember. There's two I definitely can't remember. Or if not 3.
Is it? Yes. No. I know who they are. I'm just waiting for you.
Okay, well here, I'll start. So let me get the ones I know. Weasel, Rick Flag Jr.
Now, here, let me make this easier for you.
Okay.
The poster with the heads.
Yeah, I know that has
the names.
Yeah.
I just want you to name. If you can name all. No, listen.
I don't look at that poster and glaze myself. Looking at James.
You're not hearing the rule.
What? I am hearing the rule.
The opening team.
Yes, I know
that. Members of that are on this poster. If you can at least name the characters that are on this poster that are on that team, I'll give you the 3 points.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't look at that poster every day.
Exactly, but you've seen the movie enough. You should know.
I've seen it twice.
You should watch it more then.
That's on me, I guess. My bad.
I know.
My mistake.
You gave me questions about a Spider-Man game I've never played, so this is.
Yeah, but it wasn't as difficult of name. Okay.
Yes, it was.
Let me try here. Javelin. I'm gonna restart. Wipe my thing. Okay. Javelin.
Yep.
Weasel. Rick Flag Jr. Captain Boomerang. Harley Quinn. She was in the first team, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Give me that.
Even though she was in most of them.
So I'm ahead of you. That's what I'm going to say. I'm ahead of you with that.
I'll keep going.
See, I know the characters, but I cannot remember their names. Because there's that one woman, kind of looks like the Thing, with the orange skin. See, I can't remember her name. Then you have Michael Rooker's character. You have that one dude's. God, what's his name? The actor's name. He dated Ariana Grande.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's character.
The best way to figure this out is to remember the opening scene where he's telling Michael Rooker's character everybody, and it shows them it's going through.
Yeah, but guys, everybody's.
That's I remember Pete Davidson in that.
Am I missing any? Am I missing anyone? Not referring to name wise because I mentioned the other 3. I'll try to see if I can remember their names.
Yes.
I'm missing someone else.
You're missing.
I mentioned Michael Rooker's character, that one girl.
You're missing one.
Pete Davidson.
I give you a hint just then.
What?
I gave you a hint just then, but I'm not doing it
just
again.
Just one? Oh, the Detachable Kid. There we go.
Okay.
And who the hell are the other 3? See, I can't remember their names.
Did you?
Isn't one?
Can I ask him about if he got one of them or not?
I'm missing 3. Correct.
You've got.
I got all.
Javelin, TDK Weasel,
Javelin.
Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang.
Is Javelin the guy who got his head blown off?
No, that's Michael Rooker's character, but I don't know his name. I can't remember.
His name is on this poster.
I'm not saying it isn't.
It's kind of hard to see. You probably can't read that. Yeah, so
Oh my god! Who the hell? What is their
I don't know how they do
names?
their posters.
You've gotten over half.
Isn't Pete Davidson's character Black something? Black.
It's not Black Noir.
Yeah, I know it's not Black Noir.
You know, your mind went there.
Mine did.
It did for a minute. I was like, it's not that.
Heard that little.
Strap me next to a werewolf. I do not mess with werewolves.
I can't remember.
It's not a werewolf. He's harmless. No, he's not harmless. He killed 27 children.
Black.
But we think he's agreed to be here.
We think.
I love that movie.
I think he agreed to be here.
I'm gonna Black.
He's in construction, ma.
Starts with a G.
Black gun.
That was kind of close.
Black Gun's close.
It's got the first two letters of the second part.
Black
Gunner.
He's a Booster Gold villain. If that helps, this doesn't. But
that does not help nobody.
All right, I'm gonna have to give you 10 seconds because we're staying on this one a long time.
Yeah, sorry.
10.
Screw it.
No.
I don't
You want to give it up?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you're not gonna get the points for that one, but
God, what were
you
the
still
last
have a
three?
chance to win.
What was the last three?
The last three were Michael Rooker's character's name is Savant.
Savant?
Yes.
That's
They
a
say his
singer?
name twice in the movie.
Savant.
They say his name. They say his name once. They're like, it's when he meets Rick Flag. He's like Savant or whatever, and they get like.
Well, what's his like? Is that his like character name?
This is yeah.
Oh, that's like okay. That's not like a okay.
Pete Davidson's character's name is Blackguard.
Blackguard.
And the orange lady is Mongal.
One gap.
That's the last three. Oh, God dang it! All right.
This one's gonna be difficult.
I told you I'm gonna get
this one's gonna be a little difficult. In one try, I want you to read this phrase that I'm about to pull up on the screen. Don't look at it yet. Don't look at it yet.
Don't look at it yet. Okay.
I'm gonna pull up a phrase, and you cannot mess up saying it once. If you mess up,
what does that mean?
If you try, you're gonna read it, and if you stumble through the word trying to read it, you don't get the points. You need to get it right. I'm going off your ability to not read.
You making fun of my
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Making fun of the handicap.
This is going to be
Cancel
difficult.
him.
But if you can do it once without, and now I'll give you time to practice in your head, but you cannot say it. And if you say it and mess up, I'm not giving you the points.
Okay.
The phrase is this.
I can look now?
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna stumble so hard.
All right, 5, 4.
A wristwatch?
No, the whole thing. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, a wristwatch.
What's that first part right there?
Yeah, a wristwatch. Is that not?
No,
Irish.
Read the whole thing and don't stumble when you say it.
Irish wristwatch?
Irish what?
Irish wristwatch.
Wristwatch?
Irish wristwatch.
Oh God!
I wasn't doing that, man. You're like, oh, I'm like,
I'm gonna give you 3 points.
okay, an Irish.
You almost got Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
Like, what is that from?
It's a tongue twister.
Oh, this is just. It's not even a comic book.
It's just like tongue twister. I
thought because I was like a trick. Like it's like it's supposed to say Irish. It's supposed to be like a wristwatch. No. Okay, that's what I was saying. Where you're like, excuse me.
Okay, you've gotten 9 points.
You can't.
Well, this is the last one, just to do it. How many comic book movies has Chris Evans been in?
Has Chris Evans been in? Oh, crap. Can you give me a minute to time this for a minute? Just give me
Now, I'm counting every comic book movie. It doesn't matter.
I know.
So,
no, I got it.
You know what movie I'm thinking of. That it's not a Marvel or DC movie. He's been
yeah. So, that's in my head. So, that...
You can name it. I mean, you'll have
to... I don't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name. I know it's I know
it's... Is it a new one?
I don't have the name. I just gotta say the number.
Yeah, but like I thought you were gonna name them out, so like trying to figure it out. I was helping you.
No, I just know it in my head.
Scott.
Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, it's a comic movie.
Oh, well, I know that. I thought you were referring to a different movie.
No.
Where he has like blonde hair. He's like a Frosted Tips, kinda.
I don't know what movie. Scott Pilgrim. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
I didn't even realize it was a comic book movie.
Yeah, right here.
This might be difficult.
So,
Now I'm also counting cameos.
yeah.
I mean, granted, you're not going to get the points. I mean, you're not going to win, but whatever.
At least get close.
He appeared in this.
Yeah, he's the
One of the exes. Yeah.
second ex-boyfriend. He's a movie star, Lucas Lee. That one. There you go.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
think I'm gonna go with. I'm making sure I ain't missing nothing here.
Also, it was a voice role, apparently.
A voice role. Ooh. Oh, that might be with Scott Pilgrim, the Netflix one.
Nope.
It's not. Oh, it's a comic movie.
It's an animated movie
It's an
from
animated.
2007.
Oh, I know exactly what this is. Okay, I can't believe you brought that up. I forgot about that. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, how many?
13.
It's 15. The movies are Fantastic Four,
Okay, you got those.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
That's
2007.
the 2007 one. So that's 3.
Fantastic Four, Rise of Silver Surfer.
So that's 3.
A movie called Push,
That's it. That's the one I was thinking about earlier.
The Losers,
That might have been the one I was missing.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World,
Got that one.
Captain America: The First Avenger,
Yep.
The Avengers,
Yep.
Snowpiercer, which is apparently a comic.
So that one and Push are the 2 I missed.
Captain America, Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, apparently.
Oh, what? He's not an Ant-Man. He's not an Ant-Man. Where?
Post-credit scene with Bucky and Falcon. And it's the scene from Civil War. That's at the Ant-Man end credit scene, is that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Captain America: Civil War and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
No?
Because you didn't mention Infinity War.
Well, according to this list, it was 15, but whatever. I was just going to go off this. But close enough.
So I'm double wrong.
You were going to get it anyway.
Yeah. I was. Yeah, it was last year.
Well,
Nice.
unfortunately for you,
So what's the surprise?
trivia didn't go your way. Now we're going to take a break from trivia after this because I want to do some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to make you watch another show because we're watching Smallville. I think we'll just continue Smallville. I don't want to start another show.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I don't have to get you to watch a movie. And unfortunately, I don't want to watch this movie either.
Oh no.
What movie?
Don't do this to me. Don't do this though.
But seeing as in the times that we're in, with the new DCU and new projects,
Oh, I know what he's picking.
like you do, we're gonna do a reheated on Green Lantern.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about either Batman vs Superman or Zack Snyder's Justice League.
We're doing Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
One more time.
Next time, baby.
One more time.
And now
Next
you got,
time,
and we're gonna force you to watch it.
Yeah, it'll be the first time. I guess the first watch for you.
Ryan Reynolds Green
Of
Lantern.
course. I'll watch Ryan Reynolds no matter what role he's in.
Okay. But
I love that.
So I was surprised
Green
you're
Lantern.
picking this one.
yeah, and times with lanterns coming out, let's see how Green Lantern has been treated.
Yeah, see,
Again.
because the way you're leading
Abused.
into it, I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna.
And now you won't be sick, hopefully, during this.
Oh no, no. What if I end up
And
like
so you're-
worse?
Maybe you're like, oh wow, this is good.
Man, actually, phew, all
movie.
right.
Huh?
You think if I was sick, it'd be like, man, dude, this is a fever dream. This movie's awesome. But no, I was. That's my first time I had COVID, and it was awful. It was
Dude, I-
terrible.
But there you go. So
Suck, dude.
Green Lantern, we'll do that eventually. We'll figure it out, fit it in the schedule. But yeah,
But you did. You did watch Pete, so we will be reviewing
Is
that.
that peak?
It is. You didn't watch it, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this.
I watched
I'm
it.
looking at the
I did
graphics on
too.
my back, and I'm like, oh god.
Imagine
No.
judging a show.
I don't
imagine
know.
that in motion.
Oh god, no!
Imagine like judging a show off the way the art style is.
Imagine judging a
Like,
show off the way it looks.
I know, honestly. I know it's kind
That's,
of.
that's so messed
You
up.
ever heard never judge a book by its
Smallville
cover?
did
That's a DVD.
the for its time charm way better.
This is when did Smallville start?
2001.
Oh, that's 01. Okay. There was no other show like this though. And it was peak. I don't care what anyone says.
Batman's animated series is better. Anyway, But with that being said, we'll review Green Lantern sometime soon.
I'm surprised you picked that.
Yeah. Can I be honest?
That's like something I
That
did.
wasn't what I was going to pick. But I decided last second, you know what?
What were you going to pick originally?
Birds of Prey. But I was like, I don't want to watch
Thank you.
that.
I'd rather watch Green Lantern than Birds of Prey. Thank you.
I'll switch it.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, this week on the Comic Book Burrito, we got Agatha All Along episode 6. We got Penguin episode 4. We got a lot of news. Creature Commandos trailer finally, and
we got Spider-Man 2 news.
Spider-Man 2 news, unfortunately. We'll get into that. There's so much stuff. NYCC was this week, and we're going to talk about all those highlights much more this week on the Comic Book Burrito. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I'm your host, Landon.
And I'm your other host, Matt.
And today we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. I also meant to say we do have one piece of other news. The Boys casting.
Yes.
But yeah, how have we been?
This week's been pretty terrible. Honestly,
have you fixed your truck?
I have not fixed my truck yet. I am in the middle of it right now, and it is hell on earth of replacing a head gasket. I'm about to just give up on it. I kid you not. I'm about to just give up.
A head gasket.
A head gasket.
That's as simple as anything.
He's like, where have you been?
Are you? Hold up. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
But
truck situation.
Yeah. Anything? Well, I guess with New York Comic Con this week, it was pretty cool to hear some news and see people excited. I'm trying to think if there was anything really something I was excited about this week, but I guess watching Chapter 2 being out is very excited, which we'll talk about here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot to put news?
No, I forgot to show him that. We'll watch it before DC news.
Wait, what?
The trailer, because he hasn't seen that.
Trailer for what? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Did he even watch Chapter 1?
Some of it.
Oh yeah, because
Whatever. Anyway, but this week there were 2 episodes.
He didn't even care about how
shows. Nope.
Yeah, he don't care.
Agatha All Along.
I had a nosebleed
6.
all yesterday and all today. Yeah.
Well,
those are my days. Thank you very much.
Womp womp. That's all I say.
Womp womp.
How
Your
dare
situation.
How dare you?
Agatha All Along, episode 6. Exit it to me, don't tell me. Familiar by Thy Side is the name of the episode.
Thank you.
He was like, "Don't forget, it's this." I was like, "I won't," and I did.
Maddie's already doing better than me. I would not have bothered to tell you what it was.
I was watching it, so.
Anyway, so we'll get into that. So
really
spoilers.
Have helped him out.
Spoilers for episode 6. Familiar by Thy Side. This episode, just like the Penguin episode this week, is an entire flashback episode.
Yeah.
Which is funny how that worked out. But this tells the story of the teen, who we now know is Billy Maximoff, or William Kaplan, whichever one you want to use.
Wiccan.
Yeah, officially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it is it starts off taking place during the end of WandaVision. The red bubble's closing or whatever.
Yeah.
He's at a bar mitzvah. We see the divination witch lady. She's there. And she's the one we find out made the sigil put on him.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't know about it because she instantly forgot or whatever. So anyway, they're going through this whole thing. The bubbles, something's happening to whatever. Everyone evacuates. They're going out. They're looking at it. It's closing. Car wreck. My theory, from the very beginning, when I heard them mention that stupid car wreck, I was like, they mention it and they never go back to it. I just feel like that's something that I need to remember. And it was. Because it was the car wreck that he got in. And that's how he died. And then that's how fake Billy got in. I don't know. Something happened there. The essence of Billy. I don't know what.
Does that mean
Billy.
Wait,
The essence
how
of
old
his
was
child.
Billy when he died?
13.
13. And so was William.
Apparently. Well, no, it was his bar mitzvah.
After.
How old are you for a bar mitzvah?
16.
No,
He was-
you're 13.
No, that's for when you're 16.
So he was 16.
No, it's 13.
I could swear.
I'm
bar
Jewish.
mitzvah- You're not Jewish!
I am.
Do you go to, what is it called? Synagogue, right?
So how you gonna tell me what a bar mitzvah is when you go to a synagogue, right? How do you tell me?
Temple, whatever.
It's 13.
Oh,
Sometimes
you're
12.
Jewish!
It's 13. But so that's
Sometimes 12, but it's 13 most of the time.
anyway.
I had a Jewish dude tell me it was 16.
Well, he was wrong. So
He wasn't even
He
Jewish.
wasn't Jewish.
Billy,
So you're
the
not
right-
Jewish.
he had- he
Okay,
even had the cap
unimportant.
on.
You see, you don't even know how it's
God.
called. It's a yarmulke.
I know what it's called. I learned that through Adam Sandler. I just forgot the name of it.
Little Nicky, is that the one you got?
No,
No!
unimportant
Crazy Nights.
topic.
8 Crazy Nights.
I love
Anyway, car wreck. Billy, if he's real, I don't know, somehow possessed this dead body of this kid. First thing he shouts, Tommy. Right, immediately.
Yeah.
His brother's name.
Yeah.
They go on. He's having amnesia. He can hear his parents' voices or whatever, but it's not his parents. He doesn't know what's going on. He eventually figures out. He meets his boyfriend, who was mentioned in the second episode, I think.
Yeah.
And they have like a moment or whatever. And then he says, I found someone on Reddit who used to live in Westview. And
Why are you looking at me? Mitch's boyfriend, and you look directly at me like you want me to be your boyfriend now. I don't understand.
That's your boyfriend right there.
Oh god.
Practically is. He comes over here all the time.
Well,
What you doing?
you're the one that was so gracious to be like, here, let's do a podcast room over here.
That is true.
Anyway.
He came over here like Dobby. My sex Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, that was you.
No. So
I gave him a sock already.
that's fine.
Oh, whoa! Hey, yo, there's
No, I forgot.
cilantro everywhere.
I forgot where I was. It was in the episode. Oh yeah, he meets a guy on Reddit, who said he lived in Westview because no one else will talk to him. He wants to get answers. He goes meet this guy. It's super secretive in a parking garage or whatever. They meet him. He was like, "Are you Bonerific 69?" And he turns around, and it's Ralph Boner from WandaVision. Quicksilver, not really.
Yeah.
He's back, and
Yes.
and I didn't expect it. I had a whole thing last week where they posted the mid-season trailer, and there was that mysterious guy, and I was like, "Is that Mephisto? Who is that?" And it was Ralph.
It was Ralph Boner.
Boner
has always given us cold
and-
Boner. I know. It's realistic. Like, oh my God, Quicksilver is back in the MCU.
He's not.
Now here's Mephisto.
Never mind.
Now he's Mr. Boner.
He's just a.
But he's there, and he's giving them information, right? And the things he's
Property value.
talking about like Wanda was controlling all these people, and it was awful. But he had it the worst because of Agatha, and going through the stuff. And he mentions Wanda's kids, and Billy's like, "Well, Wanda had kids." And he was like, "Yeah, twins, Billy and Tommy." And he was like, "Tommy." He was like, "Yep, the little speedster and his mind reading older brother, whatever he said." So that's when he realizes, "Oh, I think I know who I am."
Mm.
And then later on, he hears the Witches Road song, and he's reading about Agatha. Funny enough, I know you're a Dolly Parton fan.
You come.
Jolene is Agatha.
Jolene.
Yeah.
Confirmed through this episode,
Yeah,
MCU
I
canon.
know. Which I wish I wore my Dolly shirt today. I didn't. I should have. Yeah, well, I wore this, which was going a little bit in the later news. I'm not happy about.
Anyway, but so he goes to find Agatha. He finds Agatha. We see the events of the first episode. He breaks in, then Agatha chases him out. But some of the events while this is happening is different. Like if you remember the first episode, he didn't talk at all during that.
He did not. Yes.
And he also didn't say sorry when he threw the trash can down. And he also got hit by the car. He didn't get hit by the door while the car was parked.
Yeah.
So then after this, you realize why. Because all of that was in Agatha's head.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the interrogation scene.
Yeah.
And it's in her living room.
Yeah,
and it's not in a police station. She's in a shirt that says Boner Family Reunion, pitch a tent on it. And it's what it said. Marvel,
I forgot about that shirt.
Marvel said they're going to sell that shirt.
No way! I gotta buy one.
So, there's that. Anyway, they're there.
Pitch a tent.
She's talking to him. She kicks him. I'm cutting that. She kicks him in the chair and all that stuff. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing. I don't think I am. Looks at the painting or whatever. The picture of the flowers. You get that whole scene. He says the release spell to break him out of the. Can you not? to break her out of the curse or whatever. She ties him up, puts him in the closet. He makes a stupid joke where he's like, "No, I don't want to be back in the closet," and I was like, "Shut up! That is a stupid joke." That is a lame joke. But he does that. Then you get the whole thing. You find out what he actually said in that one scene, where she was like, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm William Kaplan," and the next time he says, "I'm Billy Maxwell."
Yeah.
And it cuts to back to the present day, back on the road. Agatha gets out of that mud or whatever. The other two witches are gone, I guess, dead.
Yeah.
And they have a whole thing where she was like, "Oh, it's nice to see you again, Billy. What are you here for?" Like all that stuff, trying to figure out it's not your mom. She traded. She chose total strangers over her own flesh and wires, and she was like, "It was a Robo Papa," and she was like, "No, who knows where he is or in how many pieces." And she was like, "Well, who else could it be?" And she was like, "Oh, Toby." And I was like, "Toby Maguire, Spider-Man?"
Exactly.
No. And he was like, "Tommy." And so we find out the reason he's on the Witch's Road, which I thought was to get his mom, is to get his brother.
Yeah.
So, which is interesting. He said his brother's out there, he can sense him, but he just doesn't know where he's at.
Do you think this will eventually lead to the possible Vision show?
Probably.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that his son, the other son, the other twin,
Tommy,
is inside of Vision's robot son.
Yeah,
That happens.
That's what I think so as well.
In the Vision comic that they're inspiring the show of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's the whole thing.
So I was looking at the calendar, and 23rd, that is the third to last episode, and then the 30th
is the final two episodes.
Final two episodes.
Yeah, so it's 2 episodes drop at the same day. But anyway, this episode ends with this whole stupid thing. I really did not like the ending, particularly this episode, the specific line. Because Agatha says this thing, she's like, "Last one, there's a nice person," or something, and she flicks her hair back. I thought that line was kind of corny. And then he goes, "I'm not that nice." And he flicks his hood up and walks. I'm like, okay. And then it ends. But
a little bit of cringe on the end.
Yeah, I thought the writing there was a little...
Yeah, writing for this episode isn't all there for me. I like this more than the previous episode, though.
Well, this is my favorite episode of the bunch so far.
Oh, is it really? Okay. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite, but it's like maybe second, third favorite. Maybe, yeah. I did fairly enjoy it.
But
that's my brother's favorite episode. He really enjoyed it.
But I got a rating already.
Yeah, I got a decent one in my head.
You have a rating?
We already know what he's giving it.
A 9.
9.5.
It's an 8.5 for me.
That's where I'm sitting at.
Which is what I gave last episode as well, but this is like a higher 8.5. You know?
Oh, okay.
This is like closer to a 9.
Now, what's your score?
What do you mean a higher 8.5? That
he says really 8.7.
Sure. What's your score? For you're gonna say something like a 9.2 or something. I don't know what you're about to say.
A 9.33 repeating.
No, God, we're not doing that.
An error on a
We'll
calculator?
go 0.5s.
All right.
For real, though. What is it?
9.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Take a shot.
There you go. So Agatha all along, episode 6. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the news. Werewolf by Night news starting up here. Michael Giacchino, the director of Werewolf by Night, which you've seen now, we showed it to you the other week, has said this on a potential sequel. He said there's been a lot going on in the industry and everyone's sort of recalibrating. I think certain things had to be just put aside for the moment. We'll get there. Not too reassuring.
No, it's not too reassuring. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's open to the idea, but it's one of those, like, don't... Yeah. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Kind of one of those
things. Take no
things.
stock in it.
Yeah, and also according to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, he said there will be a follow-up to Werewolf by Night after Secret Wars.
Whether that be, where you think that would be, just like a swamp thing?
Well, no.
That's what, excuse me, man thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Giant-sized man thing.
Giant-sized man thing.
He doesn't know about the giant-sized man
thing. He does not know about giant-sized man.
I should show him the giant-sized man thing.
Show him the giant-sized man.
Let me show you this.
I don't like how that was just said there.
Let me show you this giant-sized man thing.
Yeah.
You better shut up, dude.
You actually will see a giant-sized man.
This is giant-sized man
I'm about to show
thing.
you something that's giant-sized.
I thought I'd show you this giant-sized man thing right here.
Censor it. Thank God for the podcast listeners on Spotify.
Yeah, that's a giant-sized man thing. It's pretty huge.
Overcompensating, don't
It's
you
pretty
think?
big. 68 big pages.
Oh,
So-
I had.
Overcompensating. Whew, that's a good man
Oh,
thing.
I've had a couple comic books of his. when
I
was
would
growing up.
love. Oh, I should get a tramp stamp tattoo. It says John South man thing.
Okay. But yeah, there'll be a follow-up to World Fight Night after Secret Wars. There you go. At NYCC, a new trailer for Kraven the Hunter was shown, and it is coming soon. We know 2 minutes and 2 seconds is how long it'll be. I'm hearing that it was really good.
I did.
Like,
I
really
I did hear that as well.
People said a guy gets his head cut in half by a tree stump.
Yeah, I heard it was brutal.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
How does that even happen?
I don't know, but we're gonna
Tree
find
stump?
out.
Like,
They
like
said
on a tree stump or by a tree?
why.
A tree stump is so freaking cut in half. So I guess you turn the head.
I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
I heard it was brutal.
but I heard everyone said it was really good. It was very brutal, a lot of crazy kills. They say that this is probably one of the better Sony
Will
movies.
people see it though?
No, but
Right.
and the problem is it comes out. I'm pretty sure when we're on our like
Right.
break or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Because we take a holiday.
we
break.
need to figure out a plan with that because I know we mentioned like, what if this happens? What if this happens?
Superman trailer.
Let's. I think we should just. What my idea right now is, if something like that happens or the movie comes out, I think we should be obligated to review it. But we won't do like a normal episode like this. Like, let's say a Superman trailer comes out, we can do a quick 10-minute, 15-minute video talking about, yeah, we saw the Superman, or like a reaction, and then talk about what we saw, what we felt about it, or a simple extra beef of. I don't think that'd be really too. I don't think that's really too much of a pain to do.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, anyways.
Yeah.
So my
That
opinion's right, y'all are wrong. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Anyway, Kraven the Hunter, apparently good. I could have never imagined. Speaking of Sony, and according to Daniel RPK, a Silver Sable project is back in development at Sony. Apparently, it was in development at one point.
Yeah, I remember. Well,
it's back.
I wonder. I guess it's because I remember
Somehow Silver Sable came back.
Originally,
Star Wars
it was a Black Cat and Silver Sable movie.
I remember that.
I guess they got rid of it and came back, and they're just doing the Silver Sable part and get rid of the Black Cat element. No, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really interested in a Silver Sable movie, but
No.
the only Spider-Man villain movie I think you can just do a solo thing with is just Venom, and that's
Green
kind of
Goblin.
it. No, you can't even do a Green Goblin. No, you can't. I love Green Goblin. Don't get me wrong, but just a solo movie. I mean, name a Spider-Man villain that had a solo run in the comics besides Venom. I can only name one, and that's Carnage.
Fair.
But I mean, I think that kind of goes to a point because as far as I know, is there Shocker comics? I feel like there is,
No idea.
but I know in Carnage USA, that's like a series. But Venom's the only one you can really do that with. You know, he's popular enough, and plus, you could do more interesting things with Venom. Like so you want to make a bunch of money. All right, you're gonna make a Silver Sable movie. All right, cool. And then what's the sequel?
El Muerto.
El Muerto. Silver Sable 2 come back from revenge.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
I sound like Al Pacino.
El Muerto 2.
I sound like Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
What you drinking, Al Pacino? A
Dunkachino. Electric Boogaloo.
Jack and Jill 2. Dunkachino. Electric Boogaloo. That's what is that what
It's
Hulk,
Tony Winner. Al Pacino.
Hulk versus the Wolverine 2. Electric Boogaloo.
We'll talk about that.
Oh.
In a minute.
Spoiler.
Well, later. Yeah. But okay. According to comicbookmovie.com, which is a website, we don't really have them as a source much, but they're, I guess, sort of reliable. Thanos is apparently rumored to make a comeback in Avengers: Secret Wars. Don't call it a comeback. No, okay. No one finished my sentence. Thanks. You're supposed to say we've been here for years. It's the line. Have you not heard that song? I need one of you to stop staring.
Just stared at that dumbass.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
According to Daniel RPK, Doctor Strange 3 and Shang-Chi 2 won't start filming until 2026. That is a while.
That's when the Batman 2 comes out, and that feels like forever.
And
So
Supergirl.
this is going to be forever till it starts filming.
And Supergirl.
And
And Lantern.
All right, that's peak year. That's peak year.
Well, next year's Superman, Peacemaker, and Fantastic Four.
I guess pick your poison. Does
um,
Spider-Man come out in 2026 as well?
apparently, yeah. You sound like a little girl.
This sounds like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, Phil's right over. I've heard that one.
You're like
The
the little...
Pokey Belly gonna go.
I got something for you to poke. Come here.
Okay.
Whoa.
Giant sized man thing.
Giant sized man
Not my
thing.
giant sized man thing.
No,
Average sized man thing. Below average sized man thing over here.
Overcompensating.
all right. But yeah, Doctor Strange 3 and Shang-Chi 2, 2026. There you go. And the final piece of Marvel news. Daredevil Born Again officially is releasing March 4th, 2025, and I have a synopsis.
Kind of I don't know. A little hot take here, but kind of around the corner. It ain't that far away.
Yeah.
It's like what, it's less than 6 months.
Yeah.
So around the corner.
I have the synopsis. Matt Murdock, a blind lawyer with heightened abilities, is fighting for justice through his bustling law firm, while former mob boss Wilson Fisk pursues his own political endeavors in New York. When their past identities begin to emerge, both men find themselves on an inevitable collision course. Sounds like Daredevil.
It sounds like Daredevil. Yeah. I know they showed another trailer at San Diego New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Got great reactions. They said, I mean, this is as brutal, if not more, than the Netflix show.
Meaning more brutal than Punisher.
Yeah. Which they talked about last at San Diego Comic Con. Or was it D23? It was D23.
That was pretty brutal.
They mentioned that during D23 I was going to be more brutal than the last one. But you know, everybody's saying this is going to be, they're saying this is going to be more mature, and I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. And that is the end of the Marvel news. And it's time for a commercial. That's a different controller.
Yeah, this is the real TV remote, not the
there you go.
fictional TV remote.
Well, time for a commercial. Enjoy.
This is the Hulk. You can place the Hulk into the Rage Cage. With a few pumps of the Hulk inflator, you can make the Hulk grow in size. Rip out of the shirt. And break out of the Rage Cage. The Hulk comes complete as shown. Some assembly required from Fun Stuff.
And we are back. Before we get into the Penguin episode 4, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the giant green elephant in the room.
Racist. I don't see color.
Yeah, we don't see color here, man. This is why he needs to be canceled.
Okay. We revealed the logo and we've been teasing for months.
Feels
I guess
like months now. Yeah.
Our short film Hulk versus the Wolverine. Boom, up on your screen.
We weren't at San Diego Comic Con this year because we were too busy filming.
Yeah, we're too. Yep.
I swear.
That's why.
I swear.
No, we weren't. We're in the midst of all of that.
We haven't recorded much or filmed much. We filmed one big scene.
Yeah.
Which is like the opening.
Which has some things that need to be fixed.
Yes. Have you looked through them?
Yeah. I looked through them when I was here last time.
Oh yeah, you were. So really the opening is really what because I'm about done with the real open, like the what I was showing you the other day. I got really good with that. I'm gonna see if I can make it separate. Yeah, I won't go give it too much away about what kind of the opening is, but I'm gonna see if I can make a custom studios logo myself to kind of fit with the 70s theme. Do you want to give a quick, not plot synopsis, but kind of what we're kind of going for here, or do you want to kind of leave more for later?
No, I'll just say that the Hulk is very angry. Yeah, he's a very angry
I've been there.
character.
I'm very practical.
And then Wolverine is also a very angry character.
Mm-hmm.
And then this other character that's in it, who it has as an inciting the conflict, is also a very angry character.
Are we giving cast announcements?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, okay, we want them.
I mean, should we?
I don't know. Us three are.
I haven't
right
made anything to post about that.
Losing here.
Well, I guess we'll wait. I mean, that's your call then.
Let me think on it. Maybe I'll announce at the end of the episode.
Okay, think on that.
Tell me first.
But this other character, he's an angry individual.
Yes.
And so those three things crossing together
Extremely angry.
causes major issues.
Major anger.
Yeah.
Swears like a sailor.
Yeah. Okay. I feel so awkward. Is this how movie people?
I mean, well,
I don't know if
we're going for a very 70s vibe here, and
because if I could, I'd just tell everyone
when you
everything.
you have someone like the Hulk, obviously as you mentioned, very, very angry as well as Wolverine with what's the word? I guess I don't want to say repent, but
And this is not
very held back.
This
emotions.
is not like a classic comic book thing. This is the 70s.
This is
Now we're going to reveal this. It's based off of the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk TV show, and that's why we're going everything off of that.
Yeah. Go with style, what these characters would wear on a budget.
Yeah.
Because
we're on a budget.
We are because we are on a 70s budget, even though they probably have way more money than we did. I don't know. We haven't really done the big stuff yet, so we'll see how that. But very, very happy, very excited about doing this.
Yeah.
I'm making sure I ain't giving too much away, but yeah, this is a very 70s inspired thing, and we are very, very excited about it.
Yeah.
It's the first short film of many others we have planned.
Yeah.
And if this one, if this one is a train wreck, then there'll be no more.
No, we'll keep going. We'll just do it differently.
We'll just do it different. Yeah. We'll learn from it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
What am I trying to say?
It depends on how this goes through. We'll give credit where credit is due. If it's terrible, it's all for you.
Did Rocksteady stop making games after Suicide Squad?
We don't know yet.
Well,
We don't know.
No, they haven't. Anyway,
did Rocksteady stop making characters after one season of Suicide Squad?
No, they kept going and pushing.
What?
And
did they go for
striving to make the
Did
best.
they go for year 2 roadmap? Well, no, but
let's talk about Penguin. So, episode 4 of the Penguin Chintani is the name of the episode. Spoilers for that flashback episode.
The nastiest episode.
Best episode.
Nastiest.
Explain.
What did they do to that poor woman?
Oh, the torture? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
About like
part of the episode that I totally forgot.
like 45 minutes of the episode. Just the I don't know what it is. As I get old, when I was younger, I don't want to sound like a person that should be in Arkham, but
So before I you go into it, did this episode make you like really realize how awful Arkham Asylum is?
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's Arkham Asylum. That's where the bad guys go. It's crazy. It's like all these bad guys.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's go. That's metal.
I'm also thinking
but now I'm watching it. And I'm like, oh my god, they're torturing these people.
Well, I
did not know that's what was going on here.
I envision it to be a bit worse than what they.
I saw what they did to Joker and Joker 2.
Do you know how old asylums were in the early 1900s and how like Alcatraz was?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking.
I was there.
Strapping them into a chair, dipping them in ice baths.
Yeah. Arkham Asylum, though, is like, I want to know, based off this episode, Riddler, how is that nerd still alive in that
How
place?
come he didn't get Jokered?
But then I realize that he's got the Joker, and that's probably the big man on campus. He's the guy who's protecting him. So you mess with Joker, or you mess with someone that Joker's friends with in there, you're going to die a painful
Yeah, because I
death.
forget they kind of they talk at the end and be friends. How's that man not?
Yeah. How is that nerd not dead?
How's that nerd not
How's that
dead?
nerd not dead and his tushy not sore?
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, this episode is all about Sophia.
Yeah.
We find at the very beginning we get the continuation of the end of the last episode. Big bomb drop for Sophia. Oz killed her brother. She finds that out at the very beginning.
Yeah.
That's like she's like freaking out, and then that's when Vic shows up, and then the whole thing. Then you get the flashback
I sorry, it occurred to me earlier what I was about to say. I almost forgot. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're like this, but when I was younger, seeing stuff like this didn't bother me. But like as I get
Because you
older,
didn't understand it.
I guess I didn't fully understand like of how terrible and torturous that would be. Like when I was watching Deadpool, the first one, and he's like getting and he's in like the Weapon X program. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, this stuff don't look that bad. I mean, I was like, oh, it looks like it's gonna hurt, but it can't be that bad. And then I'm like watching this, like, man, dude, like, I don't know, but it's just,
Yeah, it's bad. And then I mean, the episode's going through with Sophia. We find out she found her mom hanging in the room in there.
with missing fingernails.
Well, her fingernails are broken off.
Yeah.
Bunch of but you find out more later. She's giving a speech or whatever. She leaves with Oz. Reporter Summer Gleason walks up. Summer Gleason's a Batman animated series character.
Yeah.
For the first time she's ever been in anything live action.
Yeah.
But she's there talking to her, trying to figure out what happened with these women that died. There's 7 of them.
All down the same way.
Yeah, and she's like, and they all work at the Iceberg Lounge. And she's like, I don't talk to press.
Well, the 44 below.
Well, yeah, which is what was like the cover. It was like a secret club. But she doesn't talk to press. She gets in and leaves with the Penguin. We see her having dinner with her dad. So we see the new casting for Falcone,
Yeah.
who they cast him because he's younger, and the other actor had scheduling issues. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Until you just mentioned that, because it looks just like him.
That's Mark Strong.
Really?
That's Sinestro in Green Lantern.
I had no idea, because it looks just like freaking Jesus from the Big Lebowski.
But you have him, and you got a dinner between Carmine and Alberto and Sophia.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of what's that book? Long Halloween.
Long Halloween, yeah.
It's pretty spot on for what they're liking that, even though Sophia's completely different. Anyway, you get their whole dinner or whatever. Alberto leaves to go party or whatever. And then he tells Sophia, "I want you to be the new head of the Falcone family after I'm gone."
He says like Vic's not right.
Yeah.
Or, not Vic, excuse me. Alberto, yeah.
And then you find out she starts questioning a little bit about the mom. She's like, I don't remember her being upset all the time, and he gets mad about that. Your first sort of sign.
Well, he doesn't really get mad about it.
He gets upset that she brings it up.
Well, he gets upset, but it's made to believe like, oh, he's upset because he's talking about his wife, and so he's like, well, she's a very proud woman. She didn't want no one to know, and she.
Well, no, he gets upset because he's like, I don't get why you're bringing this up right now. He was like, I don't like to talk about this.
Does he? Okay, I can't remember that.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pull a wound, sweetie.
Yeah, okay. and so he you have that whole thing between them. She's starting to get some ideas or whatever.
Yeah.
Later on, you find out he was the one that killed the mom and those other women.
Yeah.
And then Sophia basically finds out about this from the reporter. She puts 2 and 2 together. And because you notice the scene where she finds the mom's body, he walks in, grabs her. You can see the scratches on him from where she clawed at him. But you got that. She goes to talk to her dad at the birthday party or whatever. And he's talking to, and well, no, he wanted to talk to her because Penguin told him that she was talking to a reporter.
Yeah.
And he's upset about that. Then he finds out that she knows all this stuff. And he's like, you're not well. You're not yourself. You're crazy. You need to get out of here before you make a scene. Making it out like she's crazy. And she's like, and she leaves with Oz.
Oz Cobb.
Yeah. Police stop him. We see a cameo from a character from the Batman. Kinsey, the cop.
Yeah.
He was in there. And they arrest Sophia for the murder of Summer Gleason, who I guess they killed the reporter, and the 7 other women.
Yeah.
Falsely. You find out she's been sent to Arkham, 6 months psych evaluation. The family all wrote.
Then a trial.
Yeah, the family all wrote affidavits attesting to how she was mentally ill. All that was awful. And she gets sent there. They shower, do all those stuff.
See, I'm
flip
I'm like, holy
something on her, and I assume it's the thing where she can't have kids. That's because they have that scene where she sits back and they get like the little thing, and then it shows her legs, and then you hear the or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they clipped something. So I don't know what else it would have been.
Yeah, because it has the. Again, I won't go too graphic here, but it has the.
Well, usually they do that.
I can't remember. What, I almost.
Well, that's what that little tool's
Yes,
for.
I don't. I can't remember what it's called. I won't go into.
Yeah, well, we
But usually they do that just
But
to
that's
check
it.
they're
Anyway,
not
you
hiding
get-
anything
yeah.
like drugs.
and they're checking her mouth and all that stuff. They send her in, and she meets her doctors. Dr. Julian Rush, he was in the show.
I can't go over. Excuse
He
me.
was in the show before. I think he's the Scarecrow. I think he's even more the Scarecrow in this because now I know he worked at Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
He's
not Elijah Wood.
Hey, we're talking about that later.
Yeah.
And
what a crazy casting. Anyways, continue.
anyway, you get that. You see Doctor, starts with a V, Ventress, I think his name was. He's the head of Arkham or whatever. They're talking. She gets put in her cell. You meet another Batman villain,
The
Magpie.
E list.
Yeah, Magpie, who was in Gotham. That's how I knew them from. And I also had a Lego figure of him from the Lego Batman movie. But that's how I knew who that was. But they don't last long.
They do not.
But they make friends or whatever. You get them at the lunch. You see them eating that bliss stuff or whatever, that drug. One of the inmates is set free somehow and attacks Sophia.
Yeah, not in chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on, Sophia, they bring her out there and they tie that inmate up and give Sophia a fork.
Yeah.
To like attack, and they're trying to set it up to be like, "Oh, kill this girl, and then we'll have this against you," and all that stuff. And it was all set up by her dad. The inmate ends up stealing the fork and killing herself with it, like stabbing herself in the neck.
She's like, just end it, end it, and grab his.
Yeah,
that was brutal.
And then they take Sophia and go put her through electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
Because of basically blaming her for it. Like, you're agitated, and so they're shocking her. And they keep doing it, and she's going crazy. She's starting to see the wallpaper change in her cell, even though it's not even a wallpaper, it's a metal wall.
Yeah.
So she's like going crazy. They keep doing this to her. And it gets to the point where she's so like messed up, and then she gets a visitor. Her brother.
Yeah, Alberta.
They go talk, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. They're not taking you to court. They say you're unfit to stand trial. There's nothing we can do," and all that. She's just out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back to the lunchroom. Magpie's in there. Come find out Magpie was working with Dr. Ventress. Sophia kills her. Quite brutally.
Slams her. Like,
Yeah. And then she screams out. She was like, "I told you I'm innocent," or whatever. And then into flashback.
Yeah, she's there for 10 years.
Yeah. Then we jump back. She's in Julian Rush's office. They have a whole conversation or whatever. They guarantee he's Scarecrow. I just really have that feeling. And then she says, "I'm going to go start a new life." She leaves. And then she goes to the dinner.
She kind of implies that he like has a crush on her.
Yeah.
In a way, it's weird.
Yeah, and they go to the dinner, or she does. And she walks in there like a total boss, like she owned the place.
Yeah, she did.
And she sat down at the end of the table, whole family there. They're going through this thing. Everyone's so awkward. She gives this whole speech. She's making the kid laugh.
Mm-hmm. She what did she say? She said something along the lines of like Alberta was there for me, but like none of y'all were, or something like something along the lines of that. The person who you flew in to mourn. Yeah. And so she's going through this whole thing. She gives this whole great speech and says that she's ready to start a new life, Chintani or whatever. She does a toast. Then we see her later smoking a cigarette. She opens a window. Throws a cigarette out.
And then she takes the kid. And
later at night,
and tells her to get a piece, because earlier the kid was like, "I wanted a piece of cake" or whatever. She's like, "I got a piece of cake for you, a corner piece. We're gonna eat it in the greenhouse." Mm-hmm. They go to the greenhouse. They're talking. She makes the girl sleep there, and then
her and Alberta used to sleep there. Pretend it was a jungle.
And in the morning, she wakes up, tells her to stay in there, walks in the house. Find out she set the gas off in the house and killed almost everyone in the family, even her uncle Luca, who was the head of the family. Yeah. Didn't kill the guy I wanted her to kill. I hope he dies in this show. Johnny Vitti. She left the window open in his room, and then wakes him up, says, "Put your pants on, Johnny. We're gonna talk." And that was in the episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What like episode.
Inspirational.
It was the best episode.
I agree. This is I bring up the point. This is the highest rated TV episode of all time. Yeah. Yeah. So and it earned it, man. This is someone that's seen the Breaking Bad finale and stuff. This is really up there. I'm trying to figure out where that fob's coming from IGN.
Well, their whole thing was like it's not like The Sopranos, and so they're upset. So
They need to shut up.
yeah.
Here's what I gotta say: give her the Emmy.
Yeah.
Dude,
She deserves
it's
it.
so dang good, man. It's like an Oscar and an Emmy.
It's
That's
like-
how I know Emmys
it's
like
like-
for TV shows, but man,
It's like crack if it was a TV show.
it's like meth if it was a TV show.
Like
Um,
black tar heroin
Oh jeez.
if it was a TV show.
But yeah, so that was episode 4 of The Penguin.
The Penguinus.
The penguin.
What would you rate
Pingus.
episode 4?
Again, I know we're waiting until like the whole series to maybe change this, but this is 9.5 for me.
I think I was gonna say a 9 to be safe. I think it's a 9.
No, we say it really.
I wanted to see a little bit. I want to see a little bit more stuff in Arkham.
This is definitely the best episode. The lady, what's her name? Playing Sophia.
Kristen Milioti.
She killed it. I don't know what else she's played in, but
She was in
She looks like she's also killed somebody.
She
but
was in Wolf of Wall Street. She's in some other stuff. 30 Rock, I think.
Well,
I don't know.
I love her. I think she's such a great actress. I'd love to see her more stuff.
Yeah.
She killed it here.
And what would you rate? Did you give it a
Talk
rating?
about someone I want to see win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole time, I'm like, nah, man, Penguin. You know. Now I'm all like,
Both of them.
I went from like extra pickles. To
But
like, oh,
do you think she dies at the end of the show?
I believe so. I think she will.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think most people are going to die. Besides Pink, I think Vic's going to
I
die.
think Vic's gonna die.
I think Oz's mom's going to die. I think most people are going to die.
Yeah.
Anyway, 9.5. What did you give?
Yeah, no, he's
9.5.
Okay, so I'm the low one here. All right, well,
being negative.
but anyway, that's Penguin episode 4. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oi.
Today, NYCC, James Gunn, first ever DCU panel at a Comic-Con. I watched most of it. I didn't watch all of it. Immediately, they were like, check out the new trailer for Creature Commandos. Crowd screams. It's a huge crowd, sold out room. People standing in the room because there are no seats.
Yeah.
Trailer, and then on the live stream, it showed the beginning of the DC Studios logo, then it cut, and it was like room exclusive being shown. Please stand by. And I'm like, no. And I was like, they're not going to show it to us. And they posted it.
I wonder why they show it on a live stream.
I don't know.
Maybe they showed like an exclusive.
but we
clip right
got-
after, but-
Maybe. But we got the Creature Commandos trailer. I'm going to talk about it now. I mean, what were you thinking going in this trailer?
Honestly, I thought it'd be kind of more of the same with the first one we had, like showing off.
Well,
the
there's one
monster.
big thing in this trailer it shows that was not shown in the first one that surprised me, and that is the amount of gore that is in this
There's
show.
a lot of gore.
I did not expect that.
It first starts off
Yeah.
similar, of like, hey, this is, hey, they don't want us to use humans, but they never say anything about monsters. Kind of shows off the.
That's such a cheeky thing to do. She's like, well, they said I can't use humans. I'll use these monsters.
Nobody cares about them.
Yeah.
And
Nobody cares about these freaks.
And they've done the thing, and the issue is they're going to be like the most human characters in the show, and they're still not like people are still going to hate them because that's the way the book is.
Yeah.
Even their leader, General Shreve, no, I don't remember. I think it's Shreve. In the book, hates them and makes fun of them the whole time,
Yeah.
even though they're like really nice.
And you look at some
Besides
of
the
it,
vampire.
I love the theories already coming out with Weasel specifically. I don't mean to get into because we'll probably break down the
Well-
trailer here, but the shot of him playing with these kids, it looks like. Then you see a shot of a wolf. And next thing you know, you see a shot of like up in flames. Weasel's there. He has a kid. The kid by his like hoodie.
Yeah.
And fire in his eyes, and makes it look like.
This would be so good. I can't wait.
It makes it look like Weasel
I
killing
can't
children,
wait for this.
which is referenced in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Of he killed.
No, he's not. He's not. What was it?
Oh, he's harmless.
he's not harmless. He killed 27 children.
Yeah.
He
But
killed
we think he
27
agreed to be here.
Well, we
He
think he
didn't,
agreed
though.
to be here.
But he
But he
probably
didn't.
He didn't. That's what's.
The wolf did. He was there playing with the kids. He was trying to protect them,
Yeah.
most likely.
And they probably end up dying. by
And someone
some
probably sees this. Someone probably yells after him, and he looks over at this.
other- Yeah.
And then that's when Then you get that whole thing. This thing killed all these kids or whatever.
Then you have I mean, you see these backstories with Dr. Foster. It's looking like he's like a father. With his
Yeah,
daughter
one of the
playing.
characters in that is Rupert Thorne. He's like a Batman, one of the mob people in
Yeah.
Batman. He's the guy. He's like the big heavyset guy that was
Yeah.
talking. So he's in that. Also, Clayface.
Yeah, I don't.
Crazy. I did not expect a Batman villain, which confirms the DCU Batman's going to be the fantastical, crazy, wacky
So
stuff.
I guess so Batman already exists.
Yeah.
Surely.
And Clayface is fighting Rick Flag Sr., which is interesting.
Now I have this thought though.
Are we going to Gotham? Is my question.
Yeah, maybe possibly going to Gotham at some point.
That's gonna be cool.
I saw someone theorize because apparently Michael Rooker is in this.
Yeah, I have a whole thing about the casting that just came out.
Okay, is that a bit later?
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll get into that later then. Some people think he's playing Clayface.
That would be interesting.
I saw some people say that's what they think he's going to be. But no, this was a great trailer. James Gunn mentioned episode 4. It's going to be the saddest thing. It's always episode 4. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what is with that. But hey, I'm cool with that trend.
But anyway, this
Is
trailer.
this weekly or all comes out at once?
I think it's weekly, which unfortunately comes out on December 5th. So
We'll figure something out. I mean, I think it's simple. Again, 15 minutes.
just review an episode.
Talk about it. You know, our thoughts about it. I mean, I don't think I don't.
Yeah. Anyway, so you get this trailer. I'm not gonna pull it up because I feel like my computer's gonna explode.
Alright.
You know what?
Well,
We're pulling it up.
All right.
I'll let my computer explode.
For Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I may have to close. It's a
Twitter.
Yeah. Let me do that.
I know. This is going to channel.
General Flag. So you got the kind of opening. Yep, see, it's already doing it. Okay, we're not. Okay, that's fine. We'll kind of discuss then. The very first villain of the DCU is a Wonder Woman villain.
Yeah.
It's Circe. I don't know what her name is. That's her. She's the villain of this show. She's there taking out this princess who apparently is something to do. She's throwing her around. She looks pretty cool. You get this giant bear thing or monkey bear. I don't know.
What's his name? Golden Congo or something like that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it don't matter who he is.
I'm trying to get to.
You saw
This is a character named Rubber Ducky, I think. He's got stretchy powers. And this is Nosferatu is her name.
I saw I saw a Snyder guy talk about so everybody's gonna get mad at Zack Snyder killing James Gunn, but not mad at this guy.
James Gunn.
Everybody's gonna get mad at Zack Snyder for killing off Jimmy Olsen.
But not this guy.
Yeah,
like this is nothing.
This is nothing like that. Do not even go there.
Yeah, they absolutely just wreck this dude. The bride does.
With a food tray.
Yeah.
Which I think the bride's gonna be my favorite now.
Yeah, the bride.
Isn't
So
it,
we're
right?
seeing
The Bride?
G.I. I like Dr. Foster's G.I. Robot.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein. But we get a little bit of the bride. Kind of like cool.
Little backstory.
Yeah, like actual Frankenstein stuff in the lab. Dr. Phosphorus we got here.
Looks terribly sad.
Yeah, this looks crazy.
He looks like he's with his daughter, and then, like the mob grabs him. I guess he's working on something for him, and he ends up not working.
Maybe. We're getting each of the characters getting an origin episode. You get a little bit of Weasel, which is all the stuff that we just talked about. Nina, who's like growing up in this fish tube. I think this was interesting. During this, when the bullies are making fun of her, her tears go up because her thing's filled with water.
Yeah.
So they kind of just go. And you get G.I. Robot. You see him shooting some Nazis.
I don't know what it is here. I don't know if you feel this way. I don't know if I'm looking too deep into it. The scene at the bar where they're like, for the Tin Man, and he's just kind of sitting there, and he kind of just turns his head. Something about
he doesn't feel anything.
He doesn't feel anything. Yeah,
that's the way it is in the book too, which you haven't read.
He hasn't.
Yeah, but you weren't going to read it anyway.
I will read it before.
Don't make that excuse.
I'll read it before it comes out.
That's the way he is in the book, though. He just only cares about killing Nazis. That's what
it's something about it, man.
It's
just
he doesn't feel any kind of.
I felt something there. I don't know what to.
So this is Sergeant Rock.
Yeah, I'm talking about him.
Who will be back, and I wonder who's voicing him. because that's who plays him. So I don't know. I need to figure that out.
How many views did this get? For its 40,000?
Yeah, in the 8 hours. It's not great, but I mean, it's alright. So you get that. You get the little head tilt with them. You get them on this on the ship. You get them on the ship. Her wearing some sunglasses. Some Frankenstein stuff. You actually have him. Yeah. Why is it doing that? I'm trying to get to that specific moment. There it goes. He grabs the dude by the head and just pops his head.
Yeah.
So from what I'm hearing, he's not part of the team. He's already just out there.
Yeah.
And apparently he's stalking them.
I think he's stalking the bride.
Maybe. He's spying on them for something. I think he's working with Shade, which is... I don't have that book here. But Frankenstein works with a team called Shade, which is like a superhuman agency for dead astronauts. I don't know what it is. That's not even the acronym. That's definitely not it.
I was just like, whoa. Very specific.
No, that's definitely not it. DCU. I don't know. These guys shooting. What does that say? Soft. S of T. What? Okay. You get this cool shot. He's Dr. Foster's walking up. He's got the shield, and bullets fly through, and they disintegrate as they get close to him. Apparently, he's a serial killer. Dr. Phosphorus. That's his thing. He's like a brutal serial killer, and that's like kind of his whole shtick. You know the thing where the guy he goes up to the guy and he punches through him. He's a shish kebab, and he just
yeah.
Which is so cool.
Shish kebab.
He's gonna be a great character. You get her underwater. You get some more Weasel and shots. G.I. Robot absolutely destroying some people. Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that Clayface? No.
Not how actual ballistics.
Is that Clayface? I'd love to see someone like that. Is that Clayface?
And then you get her. She was like all this unneeded violence or whatever.
Y'all need therapy.
Y'all need therapy. And you get the line from the bride. You get Dr. Manhattan looking.
That's what I like. Is it just me or it looks like G.I. Robot and her have some little romantic
stuff
going on? Because you're seeing with her in like a bathtub, he's kind of sitting there next to her.
Yeah, there's
what a definitely something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this is after that scene with Rick Flag and Frankenstein talking outside.
Maybe.
By the way, because it looks like a window they were hanging out.
Speaking of Frankenstein, he's absolutely murdering this guy on the helicopter. Another is the princess, Princess Rostovic, I think her name is, Alana Rostovic.
Yeah, this scene right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get to it. Anyway, he's wearing a winter outfit now.
It's called a Yushanka.
Well, thanks for that.
But you didn't know what Yamaka was.
I forgot the name of it. I don't know. I don't use Yamaka a lot.
And then you get to the Creature Commandos, December 5th, DC Studios. In the very end, my favorite part of the trailer, G.I. Robot is there with Dr. Phosphorus and Rick Flag Sr., and he goes, "Die, Nazi!" And he pulls out the gun out of his arm, and Rick Flag is like, "He's not a Nazi, G.I." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he puts his gun away.
He gets real sad. Oh, okay.
Like, he'll kill a Nazi. He's going to be so excited. They're going to do it the whole thing where he's like, "I want to kill Nazis." And they're like, "There are no Nazis to kill. There are no more." And they're going to find Nazis. And he's going to have a moment.
Nazis on Zimmer.
They're going to have a moment maybe at the end of the series finale where he gets to kill Nazis. And he's like...
So happy.
Yeah.
So... I want to bring...
And that's into the trailer.
I want to bring this up. And I think it is a good point to mention. You know, and I can see it. I mean, I don't know if it's just me hearing something on Twitter and then being like, "Oh yeah," and not really doing my research. I ain't really looking into anything. I just kind of heard it. I was like, that's kind of a point. What's different from this and the Suicide Squad besides, oh, they're just monsters? Because it feels like something similar, like a same plot, like, oh, these ragtag of.
It's not.
It's okay.
This is the new Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Like, that's the point. Waller's like, I can't make a Suicide Squad of people. I'll make one of monsters.
Well, people just feel like, I think some people feel like that's kind of redundant because it feels like it's the same thing we've seen constantly with.
But it still works, so what's the point?
I know, and you know, one of those if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you know, I feel like all that's gonna go to rest when Superman comes out because I can understand what
I hope
people
Superman's
saying.
the exact same plot. I hope Superman is the plot where it's actually following the Suicide Squad, and Brainiac invades, and he mind controls all of the Justice League, and so you have to the Suicide Squad have to kill the Justice League, and you actually find out that they're not dead, but it's also a 4-player co-op movie. I don't know.
They should make a game about that.
I know. Maybe Rocksteady should make it, and they should get a bunch of budget.
No, they should make a Superman game.
Yeah. Well, okay, but Creature Commandos trailer. I thought this was a great trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Made me a lot more excited for the show. Mm-hmm. I was already excited.
Yeah.
December 5th, a couple months.
Yeah.
A month and a half.
Yeah, rating the trailer.
Yeah. What would you rate the Creature Commandos trailer out of 5?
9. Oh, 5.
It's a 5.
I thought he was raising his hand. I was like, what are you raising your hand for?
Nope, it's
like,
a 5.
It's a 5.
Great trailer.
It's a 5.
I'm very excited. 8 or 9 episodes. No, it's 7 episodes.
Yeah. I don't want it to be weekly. I want to watch it.
It is weekly. But weekly's better.
Yeah, but I want to binge that. Too, you want to binge that.
I hope it drops to 2 episodes. But anyway, they did confirm that it's going to lead into Peacemaker Season 2 in a way, so we get that. Also heard some whispers from people at New York Comic Con, one of the workers, that the Creature Commandos, he said this, and they could be lying. You might not know anything. James Gunn obviously is the head source for that. The guy at NYCC that was working the Creature Commandos booth said that they're the villains of Brave and the Bold.
All of them?
Yes. So,
Brave
and the Bold is the Batman movie.
I don't know if I believe. Well, with Clayface in it, maybe. But
Frankenstein, Dr. Phosphorus is the Batman villain.
That's true. Yeah.
And Frankenstein's not really a villain.
What is Gods and Monsters? I mean, it makes sense. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see with that. I don't know if I fully want to believe that yet. I like to see where this kind of ends off, and then where other stuff kind of leads on to, and then I'll figure out from there. But I'm gonna go with a no. That's not true.
All right. Well, I got some more stuff about that. We'll give our quick thoughts on the Watchmen Chapter 2 trailer. He hasn't seen it. We've seen the movie.
I loved it.
This trailer, I mean, it's what I expected, really. It's just showing more of the rest of the movie. Versus the story. I don't really have any other thoughts on it other than it looked good. It looked like the book.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it, I really love the first one. I mean, if you read the book, surely you're going to love this. Yep. I mean, it's literally word for word.
I mean, what would you rate this? I think I'm just going to give it a 4.
It's solid 4.
It's what I expected.
Well, I almost want to give it 3.5 because it didn't wow me, but it's one of those things I didn't expect it to. So
they showed the prison scene. It was like, you're not locked. I'm not locked in here with you.
Locked in here with me.
But it wasn't as good as James Earl Haley.
Dude, freaking that. Jackie Earl Haley.
Oh, Jackie Earl. I said James Earl Haley.
James Earl Jones. Jackie Earl Haley, he just did it. But it had the cool shots from the comics I love to see, especially with Night Owl and Silk Spectre's kiss with the bomb going off behind him. Yeah. Which I think that might be my next tattoo, honestly. Interesting.
I thought Venom was gonna be your next
tattoo. I'm back and forth with those two. Venom. I want to get another comic book tattoo. But anyways, point is, it was a good try. I'll give it a solid 4. I gave it that. But I recommend you do watch Watchmen Chapter 1, Matt. I think you'd really love it because you are now Rorschach to us.
Okay, just because I'd eat beans out of a can does not make me Rorschach.
I eat beans out of a can, but you just hit different. I don't know. I'm Dan and you're not.
Let's talk about NYCC news. Let's talk about NYCC news from Creature Commandos for panel. Starting off.
Wait, did Rorschach fight in Vietnam?
No. Rorschach. Only thing,
Well, I know
anything that has impacted Rorschach's life is that his mother was a prostitute. Can I show?
I thought he fought in Vietnam.
Can I show
with
the boobs
comedian
in front of the kid?
No, that was Dr. Manhattan.
And comedian.
Yeah, he said with the comedian.
Oh yeah, I forgot he is the comedian as well. I forget.
Well, it's even worse. Anyway,
I'm both Rorschach
moving
and a
on.
comedian.
The worst boss of the worst traits of them.
Boom! Right there.
So James Gunn has said many things. He said on writing one episode of Creature Commandos, which apparently is episode 4, he said, I was like, I think this is the saddest thing I've ever written in my entire life. It is really heartbreaking. I could feel it in my bones how sad it was.
So you're talking referring to episode 4 or just the whole series?
Well, he said one episode, and I'm pretty sure it's 4.
Oh, you said you're pretty sure it's 4. Okay.
Well, I think other people have said it's 4, so.
Yeah, we'll see if you had a guess. What do you think it is?
It's a
character's
backstory.
or you think it's something that's happened now? Maybe a character
I think
possibly dying?
I think it's a backstory.
Okay. And whose backstory? I mean, you said you said God, what's her name? It's the fish lady.
Yeah, Nina Mazursky.
yeah.
Nina.
Is your opinion changed, or are you gonna stick with that?
I want to say it is her because they say she's the heart of the show, is what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Aerith.
Sure.
That's what got me. I'm like, ooh.
James Gunn said Aerith.
Aerith.
And the bride is Tifa. Frankenstein's cloud.
Oh my god, dude! I want James Gunn to make a. I want one now.
What, a Final Fantasy movie?
I want a Final Fantasy VII light movie.
It's Keanu Reeves as Kate Sip.
Shut up. Oh. Yes.
We're not going to go back into
Oh
that.
my god, I forgot we made a Google slide.
We literally talked about this on an episode already, like
Did
way
we?
back when. Yeah.
Oh yeah, who was? Remember we had. I'm trying to remember who all we had.
I don't want to
Did you
remember.
do David Cornston as Cloud?
No.
Who did you pick for Cloud?
I don't know. I don't care. All right, moving.
Okay, I know. I remember I picked Bryan Cranston for Budenhagen.
Okay.
It's Pete.
Michael Rooker, Linda Cardellini, aka Velma from the Scooby-Doo movie, Greg Henry. I don't know who that is. Linda Cardellini voiced Lila in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the little otter. What was his name? Greg Henry.
I've seen those bits on YouTube Shorts.
Oh, that guy.
Little otter
That's
dying. It was so sad.
That's Have you not seen that movie?
No, I haven't. Shut up.
He's seen every Marvel movie through freaking TikTok. TikTok reels.
Stop.
He was in Slither. Peter Quill's grandpa.
He looks like Mike Judge.
It's Peter Quill's grandpa.
Is he? First one.
And Ben Davis, aka, and now you both will get this. Matt should. Oh, that is
High school.
Yeah. Benjamin.
Dutch.
The voice actor for Dutch.
I have a plan, Arthur.
They have all been cast.
I have a plan.
They have all been cast in the DCU, and they will all make an appearance in Creature Commandos.
Who do you think he's playing?
I hope he's playing Clayface.
Oh, that'd be even better.
You can't fight nature.
I hope he's Clayface.
That'd be cool if he was Clayface.
I want to see an actual Red Dead Redemption movie now.
I honestly need to get freaking Roger Craig Smith. No, hold on, that's not his name. That's Sonic. What's
Batman.
He's bad. Yeah. Who's his name? Who plays Arthur?
Roger.
Roger.
It's
It's
not-
Roger something.
Yeah.
Is it okay? So that's why I said Roger.
I thought his last name was Clark, though.
Well, it is Roger Clark.
Roger Clark. Yeah. Okay. Just gave him play Arthur.
But yeah, you got that. James Gunn said about Lanterns. He was asked about that, and he gave some information. Talking about Aaron Pierre and Kyle Chandler. He said Aaron Pierre was almost Adam Warlock. He said I've wanted to work with him forever. When it came down to it, he had a phenomenal audition with Kyle Chandler. He said that when he watched them act together, he said he couldn't even care less what they were talking about. He said he only cared about how they were doing it. He said because their chemistry is off the charts. And I'm like, oh.
Don't break your arm. Patting your back.
Well, he also gave us information on a Superman trailer.
I don't know why I grabbed you. I was like,
He said he doesn't.
You're like, this is amazing.
He
Wait,
made
I
sure
don't
to
know why
tell
I'm touching
everyone.
you.
He was like, I have some stuff on my phone. He was like, but my phone isn't with me because I made sure to put it somewhere else in case someone tried to rush me. Is what he said.
He's pretty smart.
He was like, but I don't have a trailer to show you right now. He said we're working on the movie, but it won't be too long until a trailer, but it won't be too soon either.
That tells me Super Bowl.
December.
That tells me Super Bowl.
That tells me December.
That tells me Super Bowl.
December, CCXP. Same day Creature Commandos comes out, Superman trailer.
Super Bowl.
Nope.
We might get a teaser, but real trailer Super Bowl. Well, that's too close though.
Continuing.
Dude, I can't wait to be
Super
20.
Bowl,
I can't wait to be 21. Watch that. Remember, I'm gonna have
Peter-
a nice beer,
Peter.
nice steak.
Oh gosh. Peter
Enjoy.
Glazing yourself.
How do I say his last name? Peter Serefanovic. What?
Oh my god! He says I'm gonna have a beer and a steak watching this movie. He's like, yeah, you're gonna glaze or something. I'm like, yeah, I am. I deserve it. It's just I'm like, dang, dude. Why would I do that when I got a nice ribeye next to me?
What?
I'd be glazing that instead.
Peter
Shove.
On the
Serafino
plate.
Wicks,
Yeah.
from The Tick. This guy.
The what? Oh, the Tick, yeah.
You know this guy?
I've seen that.
I've
face
seen the
before.
show, but I can't. It's been so long.
He's the Tick. He's been cast in Creature Commandos. That's somebody.
Okay.
James Gunn mentioned something about David Cornsweet. He said, "I don't think anyone really understands the depth of this guy's talent, dramatically, comedically, and physically. He will blow people beep away." That's what he said.
He'll what?
The away. Oh, that's what he said.
No, wait, no. He's going to what?
Blow.
Blow people up.
David Cornsweet will blow people away. That's what he said.
Away.
Yeah, but he will.
He said, and people are going to die for Rachel and Eddie. Eddie is Mr. Terrific. Rachel is Lois Lane.
Yeah.
I already knew that. I'm already dying.
He wishes.
This was deleted, which is interesting. James Gunn teased that a lot of the characters are going to be showing up in other pieces of media in DC soon.
Mhm.
Some of the actors are going to be appearing in other media soon as different characters.
Yeah.
I think maybe Sean Gunn as Maxwell Lord,
Yeah.
Superman. And Alan Tudyk's mystery character in Superman, whoever that is. There's that. He said he started writing Creature Commandos before the show was even greenlit, and he wasn't even doing the DCU when he started that show. That was going to be what was after Peacemaker.
Yeah.
In his whole thing, but then once he started DC, he was like, "I'll take it. I'll do that," which is cool.
Yeah, I'll run the show.
He mentioned something about Peacemaker season 2. He said it's a very different season, very magical. That's what he said.
Even better.
James Gunn also confirmed that viewers won't be required to watch previous projects to understand Creature Commandos. However, the series does make small references to those projects that will be weaved into the DCU's continuity.
I do want to bring this up.
So
Darren, it's between me and you talking about Matt behind his back in front of his face. Which one do you think is going to like more? Peacemaker, Season 1, or Creature Commandos?
probably Creature Commandos.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Because it's got like war stuff.
Yeah, it has, I know.
But
You haven't
it
got
doesn't hit that spot that
It will.
Peacemaker.
It
does.
It will.
No, because it doesn't
It's
have.
the same writer.
Oh my god.
It doesn't have that.
I'm going to have to cut some stuff.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, you were complaining earlier, and we're like, we're gonna give him more work.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Creature Commandos had Funko Pops revealed. Are you familiar with Funko Pops?
Yes, I want to buy some.
No, I have a life. The one I collected when I was 11 years old. The one I've only.
You still have it.
I still, because I couldn't get rid of it. I never did
How
a
many
podcast one day.
Funko Pops are there in all of like?
Did I miss some?
It was over like 3,000.
No, it didn't.
If not more.
I'll buy them all.
Would you say it was 3,000?
Probably more.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the Dr. Phosphorus one so bad.
Well, it's Funko exclusive, so you gotta get it on. It's only online.
It's like, yeah, I gotta buy that
But you
one.
got them.
Oh no, you have to buy the glow in the dark one online, which I will.
Yeah.
Which I won't buy.
There you go. All of the Creature Commandos Funko Pops. I fear I need all of them.
I do.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a Funko Pop guy. And
Yeah, I mean,
this
neither.
ain't James Gunn glazing. I'm being like for real. Like, I'm not a Funko Pop guy at all. These look good, especially the Weasel one.
I like that. I want that one.
Because to me, these
Yeah,
don't even like look like Funko
GI
Pops. These
Robot,
look like something
yeah.
like something else, like kind of its own thing. I don't know how to really describe it, but
Nina Mazursky.
But yeah, there you go. The Bride, Nina Mazursky, G.I. Robot, Dr. Phosphorus Weasel, Eric Frankenstein, and Dr. Phosphorus. Pretty cool.
I love that dark. Yeah, so the one that goes in the dark, that's the one that's like exclusive.
Eric Frankenstein. What?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
They said he's very inspired off Mary Shelley Frankenstein and less of the comic book version.
Yeah.
Why is his name Eric?
That's just his name. He's not actually Frankenstein.
Oh, well, it's somebody called Kal-El.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Well, James Gunn.
Well, if he's made from dead people parts, from like an amalgamation, he really shouldn't have a name.
James Gunn this weekend, not this week, past week, not weekend, decided to bless the Superman fans
Yes.
with this. So he made a post, and you can see that's not the. This is like a zoomed out version of it. But the one that he posted, the Earth was moving, it was spinning, and it was really nice. And he revealed to us that We're getting Crypto in Superman.
Which we already knew, but
But now,
you really know.
yeah. I'm trying to find his post. I thought I screenshot it, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I did. I think maybe. I have the reaction posts. All the people upset talking about give that dog chocolate and all this stuff. No, they're all making fun of this dog and saying they need to give him chocolate. They need to like kill him and do all this stuff. Like saying all this horrible stuff. Let me let you read this one. It's unbelievable. Some of these people. Someone tweeted that.
So this game.
Just because he looks the way he does. Because he's like Shaggy. It's awful. Some people. It's terrible.
That's so horrible. I mean, I get it. I see Crypto as more as like a all white.
Well, Crypto's an alien, so
I see him as an all white Dalmatian.
Well, he's all white.
I mean, not
he's just
Dalmatian, Great Dane.
Shaggy dog now.
Yeah, but
anyway,
he doesn't have that strong physique.
James Gunn tweeted, "Crypto arrives on screens in Superman this summer. Crypto was inspired by our dog Ozu, who we adopted shortly after I started writing Superman. Ozu, who came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew human beings, was problematic to say the least. He immediately came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop. It took a long time before he would even let us touch him. I remember thinking, gosh, how difficult would life be if Ozu had superpowers? And thus Crypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Ozu was changing my life. What better time to debut the not-so-good good boy Crypto than at hashtag Adopt a Shelter Dog Month? By the way, Ozu today is fairly often a very good boy." And then he posted that.
This is gonna be pretty interesting to see like a dog. Like it does.
I'm pretty sure he gets Crypto in this movie.
Yeah.
He finds him.
Yeah. He takes care of him, and
yeah. And I guarantee, and I love this picture because you can tell. And I'm gonna go to the one on Twitter though because the one he posted was better. I can just go here. Let's see. Where is it? There. Okay, well, those are the screensavers. I'm looking for that. This is what he posted. It's a little video. Encoder's overloading. Can't show that. But,
catching fire right now.
Yeah, so it's just that little, nice thing. And you can really tell what's going on in this scene. Man and Crypto, they're sitting on the moon, I assume. And they're just looking out at Earth. And you can tell he's just talking to him. He's just talking to Crypto.
Yeah.
Maybe scratching behind the ears or something. Mm-hmm. Just sitting there talking to him and just... Because they're like the only two... That's basically his companion. That's his best friend.
Yeah.
Jimmy... Don't tell Jimmy Olsen.
No,
but... So you get this. And he's going to be a CGI dog. But there's no problem with that because Cosmo and Guardians... As you probably saw on a TikTok somewhere. Cosmo, the dog in Guardians 3, was CGI. Yeah. And Rocket was CGI.
And you hear him. Yeah.
So it's really nice and it's really cool. We got Crypto confirmed now for the movie. So
it's pretty cool. I can just imagine like how the combo's going. He's just like, you know, it's like I don't know because I've never really. I mean, I've had pets before, but I've never really had a relationship wise. I know you have, and I'm assuming you have as well. Like, yes, I remember, yes. And, you know, you can imagine, you know, after maybe, you know, I'm not going to say somebody really had like a rough day, but, you know, you get home, you're, you know, a little tired, but you just sit there next to and you just chilling with your dog or, you know, your dog, turtle, cat, you know.
Turtle.
I
had a turtle.
I mean,
I
you know.
Dog.
Now look at this and let me read you a quote from a Superman book. And you just envision. This is what he's telling Crypto.
I'm going to be Darien glazing himself.
I just wish you could see the Earth the way I see it. Because when you really look at it, it's just one world. Yeah. Cinema. But it's definitely, there's something going on. It's really nice.
How does Earth get so dark right there, though? You see what I'm talking about?
Because that's the way the sun works. When it's shining on one side of the planet, it's the ocean.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Redneck never been to science class.
I didn't pay attention to that crap.
Okay.
Earth flat.
Earth flat, man. That ain't.
But there
Earth.
you go. So Crypto confirmed. Very cool. looks great.
Yeah.
Gives off that hopeful vibe that everything in this movie is seemingly giving off. Which I'm also hearing. I didn't put it in this. I think I talked about it last week. I'm not sure. But everyone's saying that Superman is, they're really for the marketing wanting to lean on that hopeful Boy Scout aspect of Superman for the marketing of the movie. Yeah. Anyway, let me sour all of your happiness. According to Nerdist, some of the monsters will die in Creature Commandos.
All right, we're putting our bets on. Yeah,
What is this, the beginning of the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
I got 20 on Blackguard that he's gonna bite it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say 40 GI Robot.
I'm gonna put 60 on Weasel.
I mean, Weasel's
Oh, that'd
fine.
be interesting. Because what else are you gonna do with Weasel after this?
Just here once in a while.
And what?
I don't know. I'm saying GI Robot out of all of them. That's the most likely.
I'm gonna say. I don't want to say this. No, I'm not gonna say that because I don't know. I can't.
20 bands.
'Cause that hurts me to say that.
Let's cross it out. Who we definitely know it's not. I guess it's not a monster.
Rick Flag Senior.
Yeah, definitely not him. And plus, it's not a monster. But keep it monsters. You know. That gorilla guy. That's it.
Frankenstein's not gonna die. I just hope not. I don't want him to because I want him to be in Justice League Dark. The Fish Lady, I think is a possibility.
I think me and you both have it the same. I don't know if we have the same idea of how they would die because I think it's gonna be more like a sacrifice type deal. I think G.I. Robot's gonna kill a bunch of Nazis at the end, but ends up making him like he ends up just dying.
Yeah.
I don't know how per se. Like I'm not gonna say he gets like shot up and he dies, but talk about like a glorious way to go out. You know, because that's like, gonna be a common joke. It's gonna shed a tear when he finally does it and he's dying, and it's his final thing. He's doing his favorite thing.
Killing Nazis. Oh man, cinema.
See, so that's kind of where I'm kind of going on this. So that's why I'm saying G.I. Robot. I want him to.
Yeah.
Trust me, I pick whoever else.
The Bride.
I pick the Bride. Oh, no, I love her though. I love everyone who's got
on GI Robot.
20 G.I. Robot. I think that's my highest contender.
Here you go. According to Thwip T, who's a leaker on Twitter, he says Lanterns is aiming to release in the back half of 2026. And Peacemaker Season 2 will have something that ties into Lanterns, which is interesting. No other info.
Peacemaker has info on what Hal Jordan. Psh, he broke us.
What a joke.
No,
What a joke.
He puts on his ring in his
Bros
honor.
on Grinder. Seen it.
No, he says Green Lantern, what a joke, and he puts on his ring in his honor. No.
Hal Jordan. Psh, see him on Grinder along with John
But
Stewart.
I have another piece of news that I think lends credence to the December trailer for Superman. James Gunn came out and he said... Also, he did put a thing about Crypto for people that were upset about he should be a lab or something. He's like, no, Crypto's historically a generic white dog. Sometimes also a lab, white shepherd, husky, or Dalmatian. But obviously he's an alien, so he wouldn't necessarily be exactly any one of these things. He did say that. Anyway.
Actually. That's what you called.
And he's also not going to talk. Crypto will not be talking in the movie. He's just going to bark.
And it's going to give more emotion than Gal Gadot did. I shouldn't say.
I got to find this thing we took to the fortress.
Gal Gadot says one word, maybe loses like half its profit.
Kal-El.
Found
no.
it.
That's,
Oh, gosh.
that's the same.
He tweeted this the other day. He said, on Threads, not tweet. So I'd just finished editing the Fortress of Solitude scene, and it took me back to a Christmas morning decades ago when my brother Sean and I were playing in the snow. I told Sean the story, and he replied, Christmas is only 68 days away. It hit me then, along with the tears streaming down my face. Superman flies into theaters July 11th, 2025. Christmas? 68 days away? When's that?
Oh, you think that's what a 16. So
Christmas Day. So Christmas Day, Superman trailer.
So you know how people are going after James Gunn about the dog breed? People are going after him about this.
Well, people, because they said, oh, everything seems to connect with you personally, but this Superman movie. I'm like...
Ever heard of a director doing about what something they connect with in their films?
I hate it. I'm so annoyed.
You ever heard of how movies are made and what people pull inspiration from?
But he did mention that, which is pretty interesting. And the final piece of DC news, the first ever DCU comic book has been announced. And have you read anything about this?
I didn't see what it was.
It is, I have like a giant thing about it. It is Vigilante and Eagly double feature. A comic. James Gunn is overseeing the story. It takes place between season 1 and 2 of Peacemaker. So it bridges the gap between the two seasons. And this is the plot synopsis for those books. In the Eagly story, we see exactly where Christopher has been since season 1. Ready for some lore? Peacemaker. In the Alaska outdoors to get some fresh air with his real best bird friend Eagly. So he's in Alaska. On their small plane trip, they and the other passengers are gassed and knocked out. When they wake up, they find themselves being hunted by for sport by a dangerous group of supervillains. A far cry from the peaceful vacation Chris had in mind. But little do the hunters know they've bitten off more than they can chew. So you're not locked in here with
Far
me.
cry.
I'm locked in here with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like here with you.
In the Vigilante story, Adrian goes to Peacemaker's house for beers and blowing things up, but finds Chris and Eagly gone. Immediately assuming they've been kidnapped or worse, Vigilante suits up for a vengeance-filled spree against a local criminal community. Meanwhile, Chris and Eagly are on their romantic vacation to Alaska, with Chris having completely forgotten to ask Adrian to go or even tell him he was gone. And that is the book. Bridges
That
the
is
gaps.
I will be buying.
Yeah.
I'll be buying
I don't know when it comes out, but it is the first DCU comic book. James Gunn overseeing the story. And that is the end of the DC news.
This is like the first ever DCU comic.
That's why I'm buying it. So I can
This is
get ahead of the
historic.
curve.
This is actually historic.
And sell it 30 years later.
Nope.
Make a billion. Early
Keeping it-
retirement. Really?
We got one
Wow,
piece-
we're coming out of that thing.
We got one piece of other news, and it's that a guy named Mason Dye has joined the cast of The Boys Season 5 as a character named Bombsight.
Mason Dye.
Yeah, he's a younger guy. He was actually in Stranger Things, which is what I do recognize him from. But, this is
Oh,
guy.
that guy.
Yeah, so he's playing a character named Bombsight. And that's all that for other. Gaming, this was interesting. A lot of people were talking about this. Marvel just revealed a new mobile game, right? But it's called Marvel Mystic Mayhem. It's all based on like the supernatural parts of Marvel.
Yeah.
And the designs look crazy.
I didn't even see him. Here, I can alright, I guess you can
Well, yeah.
So we can see the screen.
If I can pull up some designs. Marvel Mystic Mayhem.
Because I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, so
Oh, I did see some of these. Sorry, my bad.
so here's like the
Oh, I've
Cover
seen
art.
that one. No, the red one. I've seen that
sorry,
one.
which
Just
I
the
saw,
cover
I saw
art.
that one because I thought
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we were talking about this one day when we were on PS4.
No, because this just came out. This
You made me think about Rivals.
That
Yeah.
was it.
which you will be
Because
playing.
that's what I thought that was.
Scarlet
I saw that, I was
Witch.
like, oh, I guess they announced it for Rivals.
Yeah.
No. She's already in Rivals. Yeah, so it's a little bit of this. It's a mobile game. I'm not
The art
sure.
does look the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong on that?
There's Moon Knight. But there's not much. But a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know what kind of game it is.
I guess it's like a strategy game, if I had to guess. If it involves like magic stuff. I guess-
Team-based tactical RPG.
Yeah, I figured it'd be an RPG.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it though. Made by NetEase, people who made Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So there's a person online named Cases. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but I've seen them somewhere before. But they said from their digging, it looks like Sony's gearing up to show off some stuff from Marvel's Wolverine this year.
Yes.
At a maybe possible showcase or TGA. The Game Awards,
Yeah, they said like
which you will be joining us for
Yeah.
on
first year.
December
15th. 12th. Yeah. Definitely said 12th.
which is a Thursday.
I always hate it because I don't want to go to work.
Call up.
Excuse me. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see with this. They said like a special event. Everybody was thinking like, oh, maybe this. I was like, no, because they would hype it up more. My guess is TGA. I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. There you go. So just a little bit of information there. I'll let you take the hold on this one.
All right, let's go with I guess the good news. I guess Marvel Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC on my birthday, January 30th of 2025.
Oh boy.
Which I'm like, yay. Now let's get into the big news here. They have confirmed there is no DLC or any story expansions coming to the game. I'm pretty pissed off. There is, I think While I did love the
Amazing
game,
Grace on the bagpipes real quick.
yeah, I wish I could take off. I wish I could scout myself and do that. Right? 'Cause
What?
I kid you not. Because
Amazing Grace.
I'm pissed off because okay, while I love the game, it's much far inferior compared to the first game. Can we agree on that? I mean, I guess you haven't played two, so
I can agree.
just agree. We'll agree for you.
Yeah,
because
well, I'm not gonna agree.
because I am. If anyone knows what is good and what's not good with this game, it's me. Now I gave it a high review because I still think I think it's a good game. Besides swinging, everything else is inferior compared to the first game. Now, uh, even if it wasn't DLC, I don't know. I feel like this game really needs some downloadable content because Tony Todd came out and said like 90% of his Venom stuff wasn't even used for the game.
I think
this game was very rough. I want to do an extra beast on it. An extra
All right,
beef.
Donald Trump.
we didn't actually be fun.
No, I mean not a review, but like a theory of like what kind of went wrong.
I think they're not doing DLC because they're going to shadow drop a Venom game,
You think so?
and that's all his audio, all his voice lines went to
So, do you think they're just going to shadow drop it, or
that.
you
I think they're going to well, no, not shadow drop. I think they're going to announce it to be like next month or whatever, and it's just like.
So we'll see what happens.
At the
Maybe
Game
maybe
Awards.
maybe they'll shadow drop it like a free Venom update at TGA because they did it with the God of War Valhalla. Or no, it was like it was like free like right now, right? Or
Well, it was
like,
like in a couple of days or
it
something.
was like next week or something. So maybe do that because I think you'd be done to shadow drop something like that.
Again,
Well, you'll get hype, but at the same time you don't have the advertisement for it to get ready. Well, yes, it's awesome, like cool Venom game, but it's kind of like if it's Harry Venom, I don't care. I'm just I'm gonna be honest here. There's two things you can look at of the reason why we're not getting DLC and why this game didn't live up to expectations. Everybody wanted DLC for them to kind of, I don't know, at least get a bit more story as well as hey, at least we get more costumes and hey, it's a more fleshed out. First thing is I think that's when you have investors and higher ups who have never made a video game come in and tell you to rush, finish this on this time, and not. Because when you look at when the stuff was leaked, they had like destructible environments, like where like a symbiote would throw Spider-Man through a freaking building,
Yeah.
and it would like crash on the bottom, and it would have destructible. And then you look at another possible reason is that the leaks, I guess, or not leaks, but the hack.
Yeah.
I think that could be a possible another.
Matt has
reason
no
for it.
idea what any of this is.
Oh yeah, this is way before you came on the show, but that's what I think kind of what happened. And it is a real shame because I think there was a lot of potential with this, and it is a real shame because I love these series of characters in this universe,
Yes.
and I hate the way it went out with this symbiote storyline, and we probably won't get that again for a hot minute.
Oh wait, I was showing you real quick. This is the Peacemaker and DCU comic.
I saw something. Go back to the
They're fighting
previous
lizard
one.
Nazis. I don't know.
Lizard Nazis. Mein Führer.
Here, go to the swipe to the bottom right.
Scarecrow?
Bottom right.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought?
No.
Okay.
That's a vigilante one.
But,
anyway.
that's my TED Talk for Spider-Man 2.
There you go.
I am
Unfortunate,
pissed, though.
but Spider-Man fans deserve that. Anyway.
Well, but what I'm hoping what happens in Spider-Man 3 is
on the PS6.
I kind of hope Insomniac kind of
Spider-Man 3 is definitely going to be on the PS6.
no, it is.
Yeah.
Well, launch title, I don't know about that now. Maybe a year or two after. I think they need to work out the situation here of like, look, this is what we need to focus
They
on.
need to fix their
We need. What?
I just realized we are old enough to have lived through almost upcoming like 6 consoles of PlayStation.
I was not alive during PlayStation 1 times.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Well, so PS2 to present.
No.
Well,
When
Yeah.
was PS2?
2002.
PS3 was the one.
Yeah, that was 07.
So, all right, so I grew up
Your
playing
argument
that one.
broke.
Or 06.
Well,
excuse
Armand
me.
basically grew up with the PS2.
Anyway,
Thanks. Let me know.
But no.
Let's.
Where you
I want
going-
to
where you
talk
going
Batman
with
Arkham.
it?
I don't know.
shit.
We're old.
We have stuff to
I
do.
feel
I
old.
know we're old.
It's 2:30 in the morning. Batman Arkham
That's it.
Shadow
I'm tired.
is a game coming out in less than like a week.
4 days.
I didn't know it's so close, and now I watched a Q&A, and I'm like, I need this
I need to
game.
play this one, yeah.
And then they announce the voice actor for the Scarecrow.
No, I think let him take a guess. You take a wild guess of who this is, and you know exactly who this is.
Yeah. Now, this game takes place earliest. You've never played the Arkham games, so it takes place way before all those.
Okay, he hasn't.
This is Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow, the voice actor they're getting to voice Scarecrow.
Cillian Murphy.
Okay, let me find. That's the Batman movie.
Everyone wants to play Scarecrow.
Let me pull up the video.
He will. You know what? He does play Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Batman Begin.
Um,
yeah, you don't get that reference, my man.
Mr. White.
Hang on, I can skip this
The
one, even
Virgin
though
wagon.
it's saying I can't.
Very subtle.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
Context.
I like
Okay.
the British dude as Alfred.
Responded very favorably to the offer. So, without further ado, let's get into our big announcement of who's playing Dr. Jonathan Crane, Scarecrow.
Who's your final guess?
Yeah, it's an actor. Never played Scarecrow before. And it's someone you love from like one of your favorite series. If not I don't know.
I don't know. Just don't give me the hints like that.
I have a lot of favorite series.
Well, movie.
Are you ready?
It's a series of books. And
It's fine. You ready?
Ghost Rider?
No, not comic books.
Look, just
Series
watch.
of books.
I'll reveal it.
Wait.
Just
I'm
Lord
gonna
of the
reveal
Rings.
it.
take a guess.
I'm gonna reveal
Take a
it.
guess.
Look, watch.
No. Crap. Fine.
Hello, everybody.
Holy crap!
Yeah, dude. Oh, show him that coin part.
The Scarecrow.
Show him the game over screen.
Yeah, so in
When
the
you-
Arkham games,
When you die.
synonymously, when you die, it shows the villain or whoever killed you.
Like a POV.
yeah,
Batman
and
POV.
it shows a POV of Batman. They walk up and they're like, "Oh," they say something to you, and then they walk.
Yeah.
Well,
Batman, you just got Joker too.
Scarecrow's gonna have one of those in.
It'd be cool to do this in VR. Where you it's first person, you looking around, they come up.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And this is one of Scarecrow's, Elijah Wood, acting it out in the motion capture.
Moment of defeat. Tell me, are you afraid?
Oh, listen.
Oh my God!
This game.
Take me to church, baby.
This game, it comes out. Robin's in it. Robin's in the game.
Played by Josh Keaton.
Surprisingly.
I know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised it was not Troy.
Well, he's Harvey Dent. I don't know if he did multiple.
He did in Arkham City. He played Robin.
That's true.
Yeah. And that's
Did he get paid twice?
I think probably did.
Um,
He didn't play Dick Grayson though.
I don't know.
He played Tim.
But yeah, that's pretty cool though. Arkham Shadow. You got Elijah Wood as Scarecrow. Game looks great. We'll get to it hopefully eventually. It's just it requires us to have and granted they put out the whole thing. It was like $250. Get a MetaQuest and you get the game for free with that, which is a great deal. But
It's just with
Might have to get me a MetaQuest.
if you want to get a MetaQuest, go ahead and we will.
we will buy Arkham Shadow for you.
It comes free with it.
Oh, well, stop telling that.
Well, if you think about it, that's
I'll go in
also
half, you guys go in.
Exactly, we
with
bought
it
it.
coming free, that saves like $70 or however.
It's just $70. So we'll review it. We're gonna think about something. We're gonna do renting it.
Maybe $250. No, but
Dude, I better give me a Batman suit and like a real Batmobile.
yeah,
Just $250.
yes, just no.
Which ain't much money, but when you in all three of our different situations, it doesn't work out as
No.
easily as you think.
That's the end of the news.
Yeah.
That's that thing. And we can go and get out of here. So thank you all so much for joining us for this episode. I said I was going to think about this throughout the episode, and I did. I'm pleased and proud to announce.
Oh, he's proud.
Oh, for the most part, I guess. That in Hulk versus the Wolverine, there is a third character who I said is inciting the conflict. And that would be the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury Sr., Nicholas J. Fury. I don't know what his name is, but and we didn't think too long about who should play him because there really was only one person in mind that to think of playing him,
Yeah.
and he's sitting right here.
Yeah.
Redneck. Nick Fury on crack.
Yeah, he plays Nick.
Let's smoke that crack.
He plays Nick Fury in the Hulk vs. the Wolverine short film we're doing.
Yeah.
You guys can check that out.
Yeah. Do we want to
actually.
announce the other?
No.
No, not yet.
We haven't announced the two main characters yet.
But yeah, so Nicholas J. Fury,
Yeah, right here.
Matthew Parrish. We will have post on Instagram.
Mr.
of the-
Nikia Matthew Parrish to the
Sure.
stage, please.
Okay. Well, but with that, we're gonna end it off
With your
that
raspberry.
before this thing dies. Thank you all so much for joining us. You know our socials. I don't feel like naming it off because I'm really tired. So follow us on there to stay up to date with the short film and the podcast and all that fun stuff. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Adios.
Excelsior!